we have way too many people going to college in America. So I think college makes you poorer, makes you less happy, and less likely to flourish.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good. Guys, today we're going to be reacting to Charlie Kirk talks rings around pro-liberal college students. Guys, let's go right down to this.
I just kind of wanted to come here to gain some perspective, but I am a disagreeer. So seeing that we talked about the housing market and we talked about, the price of college, right, going skyrocket in America, if we look to our European neighbors, we're seeing them do a lot better in this sector, and that's because of centralized policies that America hasn't even started on yet. And yet you want like a free market kind of like solution. So how are we failing, and how is Europe succeeding?
Well, yeah, I don't accept the premise, but I appreciate it. I don't think Europe's succeeding. But let me ask you a question. Do you think that there's too many people going to college in America?
I do not.
Okay. So what's the national college graduation rate? Ballpark. What do you think it is? People going in, how many people graduate? Get a diploma.
Again, I'm not too familiar with the amount.
That's okay. That's fine. 59%. So 41% of people that go to college don't graduate. By a show of hands, how many know people that dropped out of college? Raise your hand. Every single hand goes up. Right. So we have way too many people going to college in America. So my first belief is that we have to decline college enrollment dramatically in this country. I'd say, well, Charlie, what are you going to do? Well, I will agree with you on one thing. It's where the Germans get right. It's that we need more welders and plumbers, electricians, police officers, entrepreneurs, and people that work with their hands.
Okay.
And a lot less people that are kind of in the cloud studying postmodernism, right? So I think college is a racket, largely. I think it's a scam. I think that young people are told to take classes that have no relevancy to their own degree. So let me ask you, have you taken classes that just you think are kind of a waste of time, or do you think it's all just been phenomenally meaningful?
I feel like it's a step in like the right career, right? You get the right amount of like technical skills, and it's also the right amount of soft skills necessary for the career that you're going into. And I feel like saying that people shouldn't be enrolling in college is actively saying that some people just don't deserve to go to college, and I don't feel like that's the case
at all. I mean, I think college makes you poorer, makes you less happy, and less likely to flourish. So let me ask a question. Show of hands in the room. We'll use the democracy thing, right? How many of you have felt that you took a class that was a total waste of time, waste of money, and all that? Okay. I mean, so this is a scam, man. Like, if I was a financial regulator, I would. This is like Bernie Madoff stuff, man. It's like every question I ask. Yep, I know people that dropped out. Yep, I took classes that don't have any relevance to your degree. And so the question is, what is the purpose of college, right? So if every college was like Hillsdale College, I'd probably agree with you. If you guys were studying Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, getting deep into the classics, rejecting postmodernism, understanding the beauty of the American founding, then so be it. But like, if we have to have these like extended discussions of like Jacques Derrida and Michel Foucault and black-only dormitories and what is critical theory, you guys are getting ripped off. And I believe firmly that, so what is the market response? First and foremost, get a mass, and this might be wishful thinking, get a massive portion of the population not to go to college, go into technical schools, learn to work with their hands, and value muscular labor again in our country, which muscular labor is insulted, talked down to, and I could prove it to you. Go to a suburban family, anyone, maybe in Cherry Creek or in Centennial or whatever. If you go to a regular suburban family, if you get a mom in private, she'll say, I just don't want my kid to work construction. Every suburban mom will say that. No matter what, I don't want my kid to sweat for a living. And okay, that has created a hyper-educated, very unwise generation that's super in debt and has pieces of paper and they mean absolutely nothing. Right? So it's a generation that has borrowed money they don't have to study things that don't matter, to find jobs that don't exist. So to answer your question, the whole thing's a racket. From how we get young people from high school to try to go to college and all this, we need to disrupt it completely, end federal subsidies, end state subsidies, make college support themselves on their own, make colleges go raise their own donor money for the, like, for example, if like feminist queer theory is super important to you, fine, go raise the money and support it on your own, right? Don't ask the taxpayer to underwrite that. And by the way, you look at Europe, just to finish the point, they're getting away from woke universities. France has actually decreed, Emmanuel Macron ran on this, he said that we need to try to reject American woke ideology that is seeping into French institutions. So to kind of use your own example, Europe's rejecting the very same thing that I believe has infected American higher education. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Thoughtful question. Thank you.
So So guys, I'm gonna put this out there. I do not 100% support the idea that college is a scam, because I believe college is important. I mean, you get to learn a lot of things from experienced lecturers, experienced professors, and that counts. That counts as a very good benefit. But what I would agree and support 100% on is that most of us are getting ripped on college, like out of college. We're getting ripped off. I mean, I have had classes that didn't make any sense to me. I mean, like it doesn't align with the degree I'm pursuing. It doesn't align with it. I mean, like 100 level, I had to take a course that was, I think, intro to Christianity. I'm like, I am going for a communication degree, and I don't see where Christianity fits into it. I'm a Christian. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Christian, and I'm not talking about the Bible here. I'm not talking about Christianity as a religion. Nah, I'm not talking about all those things, because I am a Christian. I obviously would read my Bible. I go to church, and I'm like deep into Christianity. I was born from a Christian background. My family Christian, everything Christian. And like I know the basics. I know it all, but I don't see when it comes to my education. I don't see where Christianity fits into the course I'm studying. Like, I'm going to get a communication degree, and you're bringing in intro to Christianity. Now, where does that align? Because if I get to my field of study, my field of work, I don't see where I'm going to have to work with what you taught me. That is one. That is one. Trust me, that is one. And then there's so many more. There's so many more classes. I can't even remember. It's funny how I can't remember some classes I even did like last year. No, I think last year's. But it's crazy. There's so many things going on in my head. But guys, I believe at that point I was getting ripped off, because I didn't need that. Trust me, I didn't need that. And then second semester, I had to do a course called African Studies. Now, why I'm going to say I was ripped off was because this lecturer, like literally throughout the whole semester, like he used almost the whole semester to talk about a whole different thing, rather talking about himself, his family, giving us his life story, and probably also talking about his kids. And then maybe he used like quarter of the semester to actually talk about the course. Now, even the course he was talking about, trust me, it wasn't related to the African studies itself. Like, it was a whole different thing. And I'm like, at the end of the day, when I went to write the exams, I'm like, you're setting all these questions for something you didn't teach us about. You're talking about your family, you didn't set questions. If he had set questions on his family, I would have been able to answer it, I swear to you. But like, you setting questions on things you didn't teach the class, and how do you expect us to answer it? Now, at that point, I felt like I was actually getting ripped off. So I believe that, yeah, most of us get ripped off on like different levels in college, but like college is not entirely a scam. That's why I'm not going to support 100% that college is a scam. But guys, yeah, I'm going to level down on this. I feel this is what I have to say to this. But guys, if you have like anything to add up, and I don't feel like we should have less people going to college. Yeah, because like I said, I don't believe college is a scam 100%. I only believe we get ripped off at some certain levels in college. And I also believe, like, yes, we need more people who do like handiworks, because there's so many issues going on in the world. I mean, like, there's so many things human beings, like, there's so many things we have a lot of problems. Rather, we have a lot of problems that we need solutions to. And I feel like there are less people on the job, because I feel like you could make a lot of profit if you could have a solution to someone's problem. Let's take, for example, let's say this shelf right here. Let's say this shelf right here has like it's falling off, and I need someone who could fix it back in, because I don't know how to. So I'm going to look for someone who's into carpentry, someone that knows how to handle woods and nail properly, hammers and stuff. Now, I call you to my house, you fix it up, and I pay you money. I pay for your services. You've earned money, you've earned a profit because you know how to work with hammers, nails, and wood, which I do not know how to. I feel like so many people have different problems right now that they need solutions to. And if people could, I'm not saying you shouldn't go to college. Go to college, but I advise that you learn a handiwork, something that could give you extra money. Because if no one's going to tell you, I will tell you. Now look at me. You can go to college for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. For people who do medicine, law, you get jobs. But like basic courses like mine, like communication, you may not really see job. You may not really see work to do. You may end up having to survive with the works of your hands. So ladies and gentlemen, go learn something that your hands could actually fetch money for you from. If you're gonna come from me, trust me, I work with my hands. I know how to bake, I know how to cook, so I use that to earn money to survive. Yeah, that's aside. So learn how to do something. You know how to dance, you could use that to make money. Go on TikTok, people are making money from TikTok. You could literally post on TikTok, post on Instagram, people are making money. Go do live streams, you could get money. So if you're going to put all your mind to college, trust me, you're gonna have issues surviving when you grow, except you have connection though. But guys, I'm going to say that you should learn something to do, something that will fetch you money, just in case college doesn't work out. So take that as a plan B, guys. But guys, tell me what you think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys.